All right. Sure. The time is now 8:43 a.m. just before the London session. And here we go, guys. Here we go with another video. We're gonna do a this time around. Yeah, this time around it's gonna be a live session. So this is what I have already analyzed on the Euro USD. This is where we are currently sitting, and one thing I like to emphasize on all my videos, and this is one thing I'm going to keep saying every single video, guys. I want to keep saying this thing that trading success requires training, and you need to consistently train and build data to be confident in the markets. So this is my own little video of a live session. I go over my playbook. This is part of my little journey of coming up with my own playbook, and and having my own approach basically in the markets. This is just a part of that. But anyway, before I before I get out of line and and get ranting. But yeah, so the trading concept that I use, first things first, when I get to the charts, is I do my market analysis, set my expectations, and I use concepts such as market structure. So I read both swing structure and order flow to gain larger time frame perspective, while still looking at the trading time frame, which is the 5-minute time frame. So very importantly, guys, all structures, for me, the way I look at things, okay, structures are printed differently, swing or otherwise, and this presents a different challenge in challenge every day in the markets. So like we've been taught that if you go to the classic swing structure, that is the textbook structure. This is how it is. This is what we are taught: higher highs, lower lows, higher highs. That's how the market moves. Oh no, did I just do that? No. But anyway, in truth is that the structure is much more complex than that. You're not gonna have these equal highs and these equal lows. It's gonna go bonkers on you. And then this low is gonna be it's not gonna go deep. It's gonna be a short low, and then the structure just moves pathetically, and then it's a complex pullback, and then before you know it, you don't know where it went. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is basically just the principle, but eventually, trading, I heard one thing from this one kid: trading comes with experience. That's it. It comes with experience. You need to watch it, play around with it, come up with a way to read it. But anyway, okay, I think this rant is getting way too long. So I'm gonna get right straight into it with analysis of the Euro USD. So I'm gonna start from scratch. I've already got all of that going on there. Right now it's about London session. So what I already just coming in here. So like I said, I come in here and mark my swing structures. It's pretty evident. It's pretty obvious that this market is pushing down, guys. I mean, any fool can see that. I mean, look at this. So if I come in here and I mark my swing structure, this is what I have now. I'm at this low. For me, that was a proper low. You get this, you get that, you get this, you get that. You get that, you get this, and then structure kind of. I'm trying to stay on the swing points as much as possible. I don't want any internal order flow or whatever the case might be. But anyway, and also on the question of who's in control on the 5-minute time frame, we've got a flip that occurred over here. This is a flip that occurred. I think also it's very important for me, guys, to redo the charts every single morning. I'm only going to track it on the 8th cap broker, where I'm not going to remove my work. I'm kind of just going to leave some of it here and there, and as I go along with time. But on the FXCM broker, for me, it's very important to come in and have a fresh look in the markets every single morning. So here's what we have, guys. So we have a flip zone over here, and in terms of swing structure, we have a, you know, we have a chart here. We have a change of character, as it were. Still pretty much. I mean, I know this would be very aggressive, but anyway, even with that, I think, this can be read as a swing structure. Basically, is what I'm trying to get to, guys. You know, and I guess the black dots at the moment I'll read as my auto flow. So in terms of auto flow within the swing structure, I could potentially expect that prices will retrace back, tap inside here, and then maybe we can have another bearish move, or price can just push up for all time's sake. Who knows? But and also I do know that price has still coming into, if you come into this, delete the indicator. There we go. So I don't want to make this video too long. Okay, 6 minutes at least, we're still good. But yeah, we've got a demand zone over here on the Euro USD. So very aware of this. And then if you push now to the 5-minute time frame, on the 5-minute time frame, okay, we had a flip here. Okay, we had a flip here, but this would be for me an extended flip as well. This would be an extended flip if I'm looking at the daily time frame. So anyway, so what we have now, we also had another change of character here, or at least a break of structure. Not necessarily, I'm just going to call it the break of structure, and I'm not going to explain why I'm saying it is, but there's a structure that's broken. Okay, just whether it's a chart or that's not my okay. And then we've got demand zone over here. I'm gonna mark this one as well as my current buying opportunities here. Another demand zone. So this is a pretty good supply as well on this flip side, where I could I could look for buying opportunities when it comes to this market. So right now what I'm going to do is put my another break of structure. I'm going to put my alerts right here. Let me put them on this one, 8 cap, because I'm using also 8 cap to trade. So I've got this demand zone over here, and I'm going to mark this one as well. So and then I'm going to wait for price to return to those zones. Once price returns to the zones, supply, it's a good supply zone, this. It's not a swing supply, it's just supply. And here, in essence, for me, honestly, the swing structure on the 5, that could be that, and then this could be the low as well, yeah, or yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, okay. Sorry guys, I know I'm not explaining much here, but at the same time, yeah, so these will be my buying opportunities. It makes sense, right? You get a break of structure to the upside, and that's I'm here. For me, it will be perfectly fine to look for selling opportunities inside here, precisely even if, I mean, especially if you get a really nice entry model play out, then it would be okay for me to look for selling opportunities here. In as much as we've had a flip over here, talking about the 5 minute time frame, this is the 5 minute time frame we're talking about here. We had a flip over here after entering a daily demand zone. Okay, so I'm going to give you an update on this, guys. I'm going to give an update as to what happened throughout the London session. All right. Yeah, so I just want to point something out here in terms of swing structure with this market. Um, this is how I'm reading the swing structure, to be honest. I mean, if you're looking at this bearish momentum here, this is how the swing structure really is for me right now. So, and then you get a break, and you get another break, get a pullback. So now we just did another break, okay? Another break of structure, and so here another break of structure, okay? And now what we're looking at is we've got, okay, I want to call this a change of character now, okay? So price comes into this daily demand zone over here, and yeah, changes character, flips. This is an extended flip for me. Once this one is broken as well, I'm gonna know. Extended flip zone. That price, potentially maybe wants to push all the way up until here. But in terms of swing, this high needs to go. Okay. But anyway, I'm gonna drop a swing supply zone over here. So if price does arrive here, which is where I think price is most likely headed. But if price does that, I'm here going to be looking for price to do this over here, and then I can take it for the expansion move. There's something that just occurred now in the market, which I don't particularly like. Per se. So remember, I've got these two zones over here, but now price is actually giving me my entry model outside of an area that I've actually defined as a demand. So I haven't defined this area as a demand in as much as I haven't. So that's why I'm not considering playing this entry model, which is playing out. But it seems as if it might just be working. It might work. But it's fine. I'm not going to chase price now. I've missed it. But it's just something that I'm also working on, because about these hidden zones. But I don't want to take hidden zones. I want to take the zones that are visible and that price comes back to to be honest with you. But I saw this. I don't know. Someone else will look at this and say it's an indecision candle. I still need to make a resolution about it and say maybe if I'm going to take a trade such as this one, I'll take it with a 0.25. But as you can see, it's playing out pretty well, actually. It looks like it's playing out pretty well. It's starting off well. What happened is, so we had price coming into this area, and my entry model has played out because all I'm looking for is for a market that flips. So as the market was pushing in, it was pushing in supply zones, guys. If you can see this, promise you. So it was pushing in supply zones, and then this supply, loses control from this demand over here. You see, we had a slight reaction, and then price took out this supply still holding. So I mean, you can either take this or take this, the extreme of that. But because of where it's happening for me, I am deciding not to take it. I want my entry model to play out within it's actually a resolution I had yesterday, within a supply or within a demand zone. Okay, simple as that. So yeah, so actually right now, not that particular one not winning. I don't know. You could also have another entry here. 0.25. Potentially this could work out as well, but I'm not looking for this. I'm looking for price to come into my demand zone, so I'm not gonna rush anything. All right, cool. That's all for now, guys. I'll give you another update. Right, guys, just a quick update. All right, cool. So as I was just talking about, this hidden demand zone on the 5 minute time frame, I don't really like it. I'm not gonna be on. I'm gonna be honest with you, but it is there, and this is a common thing that I've seen happening time and time and again. But so I'm gonna point out the fact that. Bali is not a cage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skip on. So yeah, a bit of a quick update on this one, guys. So I've decided to go with this hidden demand over here, and what we do have, then my entry model is playing out. So that's why I've taken this trade. I've decided to take this trade yeah, because also the risk reward is just looking really good, especially if I go with 50% off this entry zone. Um, yeah, so let's see what happens from here. I've just went in with a 0.25 lot size. We'll see what happens. That's a 1 to 4, but I'm looking for a bit more out of this one. Let's see if it's gonna hold, or otherwise I'm gonna come back and play entry model here if price doesn't push further up. Oh, looks like there's strong momentum there. This one might take me out now, but if it does, that's fine. We'll look for another zone, look for another entry model. That's all it is, guys. Losing is part of it. Okay, losing is part of the game. It's just something you have to embrace. But anyway, we'll give you another. Okay, so just a quick update on this one, guys. Price is just put through. We did get a bounce here on this demand zone. And price just pushed up, but we didn't get a follow through. I've just been taken out for 0.25% on this particular trade. So yeah, they are low probabilities, these hidden demand zones. I don't really like them, but sometimes they do work. And that's why at least I'm gonna try once to enter such a thing. I'm not gonna try this one and this one. I'm gonna try one of the two, and if one of them doesn't work out, then I'm out. That kind of thing. So now I'm just waiting for price to push back into our demand zone over here. So that's that. All right. So another quick update. The time now is 20 to 11. So about 1.5 hours since the session started. So price has now come back to my 5 minute time frame zone. Price has now come back to this 5 minute time frame zone, which is just demand zone over here. And as much as I'm not really getting a flip over here, I'm not gonna lie, we're not getting a flip. We didn't get. Oh, I've got a flip here, but the only thing about it is there's no reaction. Otherwise, supply does get taken out. So this was supply over here. I'm gonna use this as my flip zone over here, and this candle down here I'm gonna use as my entry. Remember, I'm being very conservative as well with these trades. I'm going with the 0.25. So with this one, I'm definitely going for the extreme, and we're gonna target somewhere up here. Target maybe even like a 1 to 7. But yeah, this is what I'm looking at right now, guys, and I want price to push inside here. If it doesn't, then let it go. So I'll probably use this as well as an extended flip. So let's go like this, and if price breaks beyond this supply zone, I'll look for the zone that causes the break. So yeah, I'll give you an update as to what happens later. Alright guys, just to give you another update, I just took another L here. What's happening is, like I said, I didn't really like this flip because especially this one over here. But we didn't even get a reaction here. Price just went right through this thing, and then on this extended flip instead, price has turned around and pushed down. As you can see also here, I've just put up another supply zone, because what I'm looking at now on the 5-minute time frame is that price is actually starting to respect supply now on the 5-minute time frame. So that is definitely something to watch out for on my side. But I'm still going to be looking for an entry model where we're sitting, to see how we go about this. And yeah, let's see if we're gonna get another entry model here. So I'm gonna remove all of this just to clean up the charts. So it looks like there's a lot of momentum. Price is probably gonna push right through. And remember also, we are in a very bearish market. And if I'm looking at my swing structures here as well, remember this is the high and this is the low. I was expecting that price would push maybe all the way up until this area up here, and then maybe I'd be looking for selling opportunities. But as it is now, what I'm looking at is price doing more than 50% of the swing structure. So the pullback could be over, and that's probably why now it could become a good time. See, this has now been taken out as well. So hence I'm now saying this probably could become a good time to now start looking for selling opportunities, as maybe this market wants to push all the way down and deeper into this daily demand over here. But I'll see what happens. I'm going to look for another supply zone here on the 5-minute time frame to see if there's anything that might present us with an opportunity. As it is right now, price is pushing down and it's leaving supply zones. Sure, I'm gonna mark this entire blue candle over here and just put my alert over here. I am going to be checking down here, even though I know it's going to be very risky, but I am also going to be looking for my entry model on this 5-minute time frame zone over here. If it plays out, I'm just armed with my entry model, guys. If price does push me an entry model, I'll look to take that. Well, especially from a 5-minute time frame supply or demand zone. That's all I look for. Keep things very simple, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So I'll give you another update to let you know what's happening with this particular trade. Trading session rather. Alright. Quick update, guys. As you can see here, this is one of those moments where I am a little bit conflicted, but you gotta play the cards. You gotta play the cards as they come. So I'm gonna explain a little bit as to what just happened, what's happening now. So price has since come into this demand zone, and now those alerts are coming in there. What's happening is that my entry model is actually beginning to play out. As you can see here, price coming into this demand zone. I know there's a supply right here, but I'm going to treat this as probably liquidity. And I've done something which I don't usually do, which is like check on another time frame, which is perfectly fine as long as I understand what I'm doing. So I checked on the 15 minutes and I'm looking at this and my mind is like, we did have this break of structure here, a flip here, even on the 15 minutes. So there is a possibility that price could push from here all the way up there. But yeah, let's see. So what I've done so far right now, I've made my entry here. I've made my entry on this thing, and it's an aggressive entry, I'm not gonna lie. So what I've done is I've probably entered like this. Let me just check on my MT4. Yeah, I didn't get the best fill, but yeah, I got myself a fill, man. I think like that. Yeah, just checking on the MT4. Yeah, I covered the low of this candle. It's because of the spreads on my MT4. I couldn't really push on this candle. So now that this zone here has also been broken, so it gives me a little bit more confidence that maybe this trade might work out. I do see bearish order flow on the 5-minute time frame, but I just think instinctually, I don't know how I can position this, but from my side, honestly speaking, I'm gonna go with the 15-minute time frame is presenting something else a little bit. We got a breaker structure. It's not so bearish, so I don't know. I'll consider this to be liquidity. So I'll give you an update as to what happens to this particular trade. We are currently now floating in profits. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to see how much I'll get out of this trade. I am going to be targeting their highs, which will pretty much, give me roughly around about 3% on this trade. I think I went for 0.45. Now actually a 0.40. So I've added a little bit more. I usually go with the 0.25 on my trades. I've resolved to that now. So yeah, let's see. I'm going to have to give price a little bit of time to now to push forward, and let's see what I'll be able to get from here. So essentially this is what I'm targeting. Let's see. If this trade is a loss, then yeah, that would be that. That's how the cookie crumbles. But that might be the last trade for the session. But yeah, let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. So I'm targeting a 7.56. 7.56. We are very bearish, I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those quirks they talk about. We're always looking for reversals in the market. I don't know. Apparently human psychology is like that. So if this is one of them times, then so be it. But most importantly from my end is that everything is ticking my box. I'm following something. I'm following a particular logic. I'm not just coming in here and clicking buy. I'm seeing something and I'm following the particular logic. Let's see if it plays out. Nobody knows what's going to happen in the markets, guys. If anybody tells you that they know what's going to happen in the markets, they're lying to you. Nobody knows. It's all a gamble, an educated gamble. Anyway, I'll give you an update on what happens next on this particular trade. All right, guys. Let's do a little bit of an update here as well. So what's happening is, now I am currently floating in profit. Very, 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 very good trade that I just took now. Currently, I've locked some profits and I'm on 3% in total now for the account. So essentially, I've made 1% today. I've taken some partials on a trade that I've taken. So as you saw how we were approaching this market just now, I was looking at this demand zone which is sitting here, and from looking at this demand zone over here, I went through everything. So this is what's happening here. I think I've already explained the logic behind this buying opportunity which happened here. I could have had a better fill, but that's just how the cookie crumbles, guys. This is my entry. So far the trade has gone 1 to 6, 1 to 6.9, 1 to 7 almost, I'm sure, 9.6, yeah, 1 to 7, just about 1 to 7. And I've been taking partials. I didn't let full volume go through with this. So yeah, like I said, I was reading also all of this chaining supply here as part of liquidity. So we've now run this low over here, this high rather, and anything is possible, guys. So that's why I took that's why I've taken partials. Like 90% of my position is off now. I've got like a little remainder of my position that's remaining, and I almost want to say I want to be done for the day, but if I were to continue, because I do have some other things that I need to get to, if I were to continue with this market, for now, for me, honestly speaking, I am looking at this demand zone. I'm looking at this demand zone. So if price could push back inside here, I could potentially look for an entry model. So I'll just leave my alerts over here. I will be going outside though for now. Time is now 12:32. We are hours into the session. It's been a great session, I'm not gonna lie, especially with this trade that I've just taken now. Beautiful trade taken off here. Could have had a better fill, but I'm overall I'm very happy with the progress that is being made on this account. break even now. So if whatever happens for me right now, if I gain this 26 US dollars, I'll probably close like 350, etc., and all of those things. 350 US dollars in profit if price goes and takes my, goes to my take profit, but which is somewhere up here, if I can, somewhere up here. That's where I have my take profit. But yeah, I'll see what happens if price is able to push all the way, or if maybe I take another one here if I'm still around. But yeah, for now I think we'll just call that the session recording. So we'll take it as if I've just made 1%. So now I'm on 3% on this account. Let me just take a quick screenshot so you can see that. So there's our screenshot. As you can see, I hope you can see here 0.11 cc. This is where I bought down here. Currently, I am break even on this thing. So price definitely pushed up, ran this liquidity. So as you can see here, floating equity is $314 US, which balance is currently sitting at $300. So I'm happy with the profits and I'm happy with the progress on this account as well. So yeah, for now I'll leave it at that. Thanks for coming in. I hope you got value out of this session as much as I got from making it. It's gonna be a little bit of a longer one, but hey man, whatever. Cheers guys.